Let's see what happens at the end of the winter and spring. We've already talked about this. The nutrients are lost either to the air with nitrogen or to the water because the plant roots, they don't have any plant roots to absorb them. Over here, we're absorbing those nutrients, carrying them forward, and hopefully they're gonna be available to our next crop. A lot of times though, it all goes back to our management. I get hit on this a lot by some of our agronomists. They say, well, okay, we've tied them up, but you know what? We get a big flush of nitrogen or phosphorus later in the spring or early summer. And I say, well, it all depends on the timing. And a lot of times we're using some cover crops that will only live partway through the winter, then they die off. And then those nutrients are released in the winter. Well, that's not a good situation. So that's where the diversity comes in. You want to have something living and growing year round. You look at Mother Nature. Go look at a forest. Go look at a prairie. There's a lot of different plants. They all have different life cycles. They're continually recycling these nutrients to keep them in the soil profile. And what does that mean to me as a farmer? Well, as a farmer, if I can keep those nutrient recycling, that means I don't have to buy quite as much fertilizer, and I can actually improve my profit margin, okay? So it's a real benefit for me to keep my soil in place. I don't like soil erosion, and I want to keep those nutrients in place. That's what we're doing with the cover crops.